Malcolm is a certified genius who loses constantly, and almost none of those losses are to a smarter mind.
I'm not saying you don't have some skills. They're just wasted on me. I'm smarter than you.
He loses because his intelligence runs on rails anyone can see, and the people who beat him don't outthink him at all. They just know which rail he's on. To feel why that lands so hard, you have to see the one time Malcolm met a mind that was simply, measurably above his own.
Having problems? Malcolm? No, not you. I am here for you, Malcolm, and I'll make sure that you get the help that you deserve.
In the accelerated class, his teacher Herkaby announces a new student with an IQ over 280 and drops Malcolm on the spot.
Some even think they are more advanced than me.
I never said that.
And yet you assume I'm talking about you.
You're looking right at me.
The boy he'd been so proud of is suddenly beneath his notice. Malcolm's reflex is instant and defensive.
You know, Herkaby only made you my tutor to humiliate me.
I thought it was to humiliate me.
It's the sound a person makes when he already suspects he's been outclassed and is grabbing for anything. But the real blow is quieter. Malcolm, who has spent his whole life as the smartest person in the room, walks up to the new prodigy almost reverently and asks,
So, what's it like in there?
What do you mean?
Well, your brain.
He offers his own best picture of genius, the connections firing off each other, everything accelerating until it feels like a bomb going off. And Barton...
It's more like a beehive. And every bee has a brain like yours.
He isn't insulting him, he's being helpful. That's what makes it the cruelest thing anyone says to Malcolm in 7 seasons.
In my entire life, there is nothing I haven't been able to master. I took algebra in 6th grade. I was reading before I could walk.
I remember my own birth.
And it sets the ceiling the rest of these losses live under. Above him is rare. Beside him is where he actually loses ground. And that's the real pattern. Take the babysitter who shows up around his own age and owns the house inside a day.
So, you go set the table and you two wash up for dinner.
Dewey's eating carrot sticks because she said the family should eat healthier. Reese is on his knees scrubbing the floor because she promised to tell him how far his girlfriend will go with him.
Oh, hi, Malcolm. Listen, I need you to make a salad and set the table.
Oh, that's interesting. I need you to do it yourself because I'm going to a movie.
She hasn't spent anything. She's just found the one lever that moves each brother and pulled it.
Reese is easy, but she's good.
So Malcolm tries the tone that always works on those two, the pressure that runs the house from underneath, and she stops him cold.
And a certain boy genius takes pro-grow bodybuilding supplement.
I do not.
Bulk up now. Watch the ladies say wow.
That's the whole diagnosis. She isn't quicker at math or memory. She can read him live, both the move and the setup behind it. And his response shows exactly why he keeps losing.
I am smarter than her. She just caught me off guard a couple times. I'll come up with something. Something heinous, something brutal.
He can't see himself the way she just saw him. That blind spot is a rail, and a smart enough opponent can lay track along it. Herkaby does exactly that. He hands Malcolm a hidden camera and a flattering assignment.
You are going to secretly conduct an in-depth case study of a deviant mind. The most deviant mind that we have at our disposal. A disease.
You're talking about my brother.
Yes.
Malcolm takes the bait whole because it confirms the thing he most wants to believe, that he's the observer and Reese is the specimen.
What I'm saying is, if you want to talk like a girl, go find a girl. And take this with you. Oh!
He tapes him, needles him, betrays his confidence on camera for the sake of the project.
My hole always keeps my wishes safe. It's like a bank for wishes.
Then, in front of the class, Herkaby reveals the real experiment.
How willing someone is to sell out his own brother, knowing full well that it's exactly that kind of juicy gossip that would compel each of you to run into the quad and spread this throughout the school like wildfire.
It was never about Reese. It was a version of the Milgram study. How far an ordinary person will go when an authority figure in a lab coat tells him to. And the innocent stranger being harmed was Reese. And the subject was Malcolm the whole time.
None of us can know if we would do that to a loved one just because a man in a proverbial lab coat asked us to. All we can know for certain is that Malcolm did.
When Malcolm explodes that he was tricked, Herkaby gives the cleanest line in the video.
Oh, how could I, a humble school administrator making low 5 figures, be any match for the great and powerful Malcolm? Never underestimate your adversary. We played the game. and I won.
He didn't win with a bigger brain. He won by knowing which flattering story Malcolm would climb into. Once you see that the trick is knowing the rail, the opponents can get smaller and smaller. Watch Malcolm lose to the brother who can't tie his own shoes. He and Reese both want to comfort a sad babysitter, and they go about it the only way they know, arguing over who's more sensitive.
Hello, Betty. I'm from North Canada. Favorite colors look just like.
Sabotaging each other, each certain the right strategy wins her over.
Hungry?
I don't know what I am.
While they fight, Dewey wanders up and sings her a nonsense song.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Oh my
Boop,
God, you
boop,
little
beep,
angel.
boop, boop,
That is the
boop,
cutest
beep,
thing.
boop.
Malcolm hates him for being cute, because cute was never a move he could make.
Drop the cute stuff.
What cute stuff?
You! Standing there with your big eyes and your dopey voice. I had to resist hugging you myself.
Then Dewey fakes a nightmare, gets invited into her bed, and seals it. Malcolm says the title of this whole video himself.
I'm supposed to be the genius, and I'm being outsmarted by a kid who can't even tie his own shoes.
He keeps bringing strategy into a room where strategy is the wrong tool. You could call that luck, except Dewey does it again, and this time, he shows his work. He's trained a dog that obeys him alone, and he uses it to take his older brothers hostage.
You're getting rid of that thing right now, and you're gonna pay for this.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so.
They reach for the obvious lever, the smart one, the one Malcolm's whole worldview is built on.
This isn't gonna work. Mom and Dad will be home in a few hours. That dog will be gone. You'll be in trouble, and we'll kick your ass for the next 10 years.
And Dewey just agrees. He knows.
So we better get started.
He's already priced in the punishment and decided these hours are worth it. The threat was anticipated before Malcolm could finish making it. So Malcolm tries the one genuinely clever escape.
We don't have a choice. I say, at the count of 3, we split up and all run for different doors.
They count, they run, and the dog runs the plan down in about 2 seconds. Malcolm's best move was accounted for by a little brother and a very fast dog. Sometimes it only takes 1 sentence. Malcolm broke an old woman's arm and has been sentenced to help her after school until it heals, and she has learned to work him.
Does this look like a rubber band jar to you? This is a rubber band jar. Are you ignorant or just stupid?
When his mother arrives, Mrs. Griffin covers for an earlier crime, recasting a stolen joyride as Malcolm nobly driving her to the hospital, and in the same warm breath, she extends his sentence.
He offered to come help me before school every day, too.
Really?
I thought that was too much, too. Especially since these old bones heal so slowly, it'll be months.
He never offered anything, but denying it now, in front of his mother, would mean admitting he stole the car, so the only word left to him is yeah. She read exactly which rail he's on. The boy nobody would believe. Which brings us back to Reese, and to the cruelest version of all of it. Malcolm has spent weeks on an experiment for a big science contest, and it will not work until, out of nowhere, the sample separates while Reese has been loafing around the room, doing nothing in particular.
Oh my God. It separated. Yeah!
Nobody can explain it. So the certified genius has to walk over to the brother he calls a dumbass and ask him,
You did a good thing. You somehow got this thing to separate. You must have added something. What was it?
Reese doesn't know either, but he understands one thing perfectly. He has something Malcolm needs. He won't say a word until it's a 3-way split, and he makes them sign a contract first.
Reese is a full partner in this experiment and is entitled to a full share of the credit because without his help, this would have been impossible.
Malcolm signs and files the loss out loud.
Outwitted by a dumbass.
And it's worse than that.
I've no idea. I don't remember doing anything special to it.
To reproduce the miracle, they have Reese retrace every idle thing he did, and it ends with him throwing a ball at the ceiling, over and over. The sample separates. There's asbestos in the ceiling tiles.
What are you talking about?
Reese, you did it! Asbestos is a highly mutagenic material.
Reese solved it by accident, by being bored, in the same room, on the same problem the genius couldn't crack. That's the ending the whole thing was building toward, and it's honest about the worst part. This wasn't a defeat by a smarter opponent. Reese wasn't trying. Malcolm's intelligence didn't lose the contest. It was simply irrelevant to it.
Hey, No one likes math.
And he still had to sign his name to a partnership to get the answer. That's the trap, under all 8 of these. It's that his mind is legible, and a legible mind can be beaten by someone spending nothing, or by someone not thinking at all. And he keeps filing every one of these as a tie, because admitting he was simply red would mean admitting the gift isn't the shield he thinks it is. Being that smart and still that predictable is its own particular misery, which is exactly what we were getting at last time in Why It Sucks to Be Malcolm.